It's time again to look back on what Salina Media Connection has done over the last year. The COVID-19 pandemic tried but could not stop Salina Media Connection from creating some wonderful programs for the public to enjoy. Here are a few highlights from our talented staff and volunteers. Thank you for your continued support, and enjoy.
Good evening, I'm Sarah Rupp reporting from the SMC News Desk. Kansas lawmakers are moving ahead with the two measures that are in response to issues arising during the COVID-19 pandemic.
All right, that was pretty easy getting over here. We're back over at Kenwood Park with the UP 477, and we're at that sign I was telling you about that I thought you'd find really interesting. Let's start with just how it's made first. If you look right around the edges, this isn't wood, this is steel, and this is actually made out of the rails from a railroad track that we've been talking about.
Hi, I'm Nona Miller, Curator of Education for the Smoky Hill Museum. You know, I just love to explore history. I thought it would be fun if we explored together. So today, we're going to go to where one of the early Salina swimming pools used to be, learn all about it and more. Come on, let's go. And I, and J, and Tagalong K, all on their way up the coconut tree. So far, so good. Do you think there's going to be more following? Is there more letters in this alphabet? I think so.
A es para avión or airplane. Los aviones hechos en Kansas se deslizan en el gran cielo azul.
B es para búfalo, or buffalo. Los búfalos vagan por la pradera, pastando en las verdes hierbas que se convierten en rojo y marrón.
Bienvenidos a Spanish Connection, tu conexión en español. El día de hoy tengo dos invitadas especiales, nos visitan desde la ciudad de Wichita, Kansas, y ellas trabajan en el programa Healthy Kansas Kids. Les doy la bienvenida, muy buenas tardes, ¿cómo están?
Muy bien, gracias.
A Paola Ramírez y Mayra Mauricio, ¿así es?
Erika, muy buenos días a todos los que nos ven de todo Kansas, la verdad, gusto en saludarlos, saludar en su programa Spanish Connection.
Así es.
Da gusto saludarlos, decirles que desde Fresnillo estamos trabajando, estamos fortaleciendo, sé la presencia de fresnillenses, zacatecanos allá en Salina, Kansas, que están todos muy unidos y me da gusto estar en este programa. Erika.
Muchas gracias, licenciado, se lo agradecemos.
Hello and welcome to Strictly Salina. I'm Brenda Gutierrez with the Salina Area United Way, and with me today I have some friends and peers. I have Lori and Linda. Would you ladies like to introduce yourselves?
Sure. I'm Lori McNeely, and I'm the site coordinator at Lakewood Middle School for Communities and Schools of Mid-America.
I'm Linda Anderson, and I am the site coordinator for Salina Central for Communities and Schools.
Thank you for joining us on Strictly Salina. We're glad you both could be here.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of Tech Talk Tuesday. I'm Jason.
I'm Zach.
And today in the news, we have Amazon is working on a home robot project called Vesta. It is entering the late stage prototyping stage. It's been under development for about 4 years now and has an estimated 800 employees working on the project.
What was used in a farmhouse, that kind of thing. So being around that long, it kind of spread out over the years. We were very fortunate in getting the Hawks one-room schoolhouse from around the Nikingra area. That was built in 1927. We erected it up here and restored it pretty much to its original condition. After that, the sawmill came in. You wouldn't typically think of a sawmill in Kansas because back in those days there weren't a lot of trees.
Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to Salina Media Connected. I'm your host, Greg Stevens, and today I have a special guest, Honorable Scott Schwab, who is the 32nd Secretary of State for Kansas. Scott grew up around Great Bend, I understand.
Yep.
And then went to Fort Hays State, which I did also.
That's a good school.
And then he ended up in Eastern Kansas. How'd that happen?
Well, I was working for Farm Bureau at the time out in Ellis County.
And the best way for us to serve the community is to give them back in such a way that they don't come back to jail.
Well, currently right now we have no programs available because of COVID. We've not been able to bring our volunteers into the facility. Prior to the pandemic, we were having Bible studies. We have AA, NA. We have a fatherhood program that would allow fathers to learn behaviors and parenting skills that they may not necessarily have. In addition to that, we were bringing in Central Kansas Mental Health for mental health issues. We were bringing in Central Kansas, CKF, Central Kansas Foundation.
That brings us to item 7.2.
Item 7.2, consider awarding the bid for project number 21021 to resurface the flooring and walls of the lazy river at Kenwood Cove Aquatic.
And do we have Mr. Cotton or Mr. Hammond available?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mayor Hodges and members of the commission. Chris Cotton, Parks and Recreation Director.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.